Let's get ready to rumble!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Blank Cover Battles. It's been 6, 7, 8 long months, maybe a little bit longer, since we had a show. But I digress. It is time to get back on the horse. We are here for season 2. Season 1, let's just say it. It was a phenomenal season. Great contestants. Great guest judges, and we are taking it up a notch tonight, ladies and gents. But before we begin, let me bring in my co-host, who I have not had the pleasure of sharing the stage with in quite a few months, the man you guys know and love, my brother from the West Coast, the one, the only, Holmes Wade Chad. What's up, Chad?
Oh, yeah. It's about time that we had some Blank Cover Battles. Oh, yeah.
Now, Chad, in your time off, I know we've been renegotiating your contract, and that this is why the show hasn't been able to be back on, because we couldn't get through the kind of negotiation process, but we finally got everything ironed out. You are back with us. Our producer is happy. He said, look, we finally got the talent locked up. What have you been doing with yourself in these last couple of weeks, months, good sir?
I'm very happy that he actually decided to show up tonight. I just want to clarify that, folks. The show did start on time with Chad here. It may have taken us 8 months with contract negotiations, but we got there, folks. We got there.
We made it happen. We negotiated. I'm here. I was voluntold to be here, so hey, I'm here. But in the last couple months, man, I graduated with my master's. I'm a therapist, mental health expert, but still a comic enthusiast. I'm going to be putting up some therapy content with comic content soon. So I'm excited to blend my mental health knowledge with the comic community.
Okay, so it's been one of those things where you have now found a way to help us all kind of navigate through the ups and downs of all the comic ebbs and flows. Is that what you're telling me? You're now going to be able to put me on the chair and talk to me about my comic woes?
I mean, we can talk about it. I can schedule you in. Sans? When you got time? Next week? Tuesday at 2 p.m.? Got you.
Excellent. Well, listen, man, we came here to do a show. What was the last thing you remember from the Blank Cover Battles? What's the last thing that comes to mind when we did Blank Cover Battles?
I will never forget that one Gambit cover. I'm sorry. That one stuck in my head, and I am still just in awe over that one. But the best part about Blank Cover Battles is featuring the artists, the up-and-comers, the will be happenings, the ones that are trying to break out, and they have broken out. They're getting contracts. That's the best part about this whole thing, is that people are now recognizing their talent and they're getting gigs, and that's what we're here to do, right?
That's exactly what we're here to do, and I think you hit the nail on the head. We want to help these artists in any way we can get to whatever level they want to, in terms of whether it's doing featured work with, indies or major companies. If we can be a platform for that, that's what we're all about. But Chad, enough about us. Let's bring out these guest artists, these contestants tonight, because we got a couple of goodies, right? What do you think?
You know what? I'd much rather talk about us, but I think it's time to bring them on. You're right. Let's bring... excited. Why can I not hear you? Where'd you go?
Because I'm muted.
Hey.
The rookie mistakes there. You know how it goes when we get on live.
We're
We've
a
seen
little
a couple
rusty. Little
top
rusty.
tier contestants coming to the stage.
Woo.
And let's get the little one hydrated right there. So, coming to the stage, contestant number 1 goes by the name Madam Blaster, aka Stephanie. Welcome to Blank Cover Battles.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here.
Now, Madam Blaster, tell us a little bit about yourself. How are you feeling tonight? And what is the what are you anticipating going down?
I'm anticipating the floor being wiped with me.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I hope it doesn't go down like that, but that's
we-
in my head. That's what's going to go down.
We've seen your work, and we are anticipating a battle for the ages, ladies and gents. So let's get it, Steph. Now,
All right.
you've been doing art, sculptures, many years. You run your own YouTube. What were you doing this morning? Super early in the morning.
I was being Emma Frost. I was premiering a new show called Coffee and Cosplay, and I was Emma Frost. Yeah, and I was having coffee. Yeah, but it was funny because I was awoken 8 minutes before I had to get in the costume. So in that costume, it took me 8 minutes to get in the Frost costume before I had a live show. So
Now tell me, if that is not pressure, Chad,
You know what?
how does one get into Emma Frost
8 minutes.
in 8 minutes?
You got this.
And yet she's nervous about an hour on a cover? Come on, Chad.
8 minutes for Emma Frost, 8 minutes for cosplay and coffee. You pulled it off. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy.
There you go, ladies and gents. All right, let's bring our next contestant to the table. The man known as Just Josh Draw. Welcome, Josh Mendez. What's going on, good sir?
Hey, not much. Just been warming up and just relaxing. Mostly setting up camera. I haven't done this in a while, so just scrambling to figure out where to put everything. But I'm here.
Hey, welcome. We have seen some of your art. You've recently done some amazing covers. So tell us about what do you do on a daily basis? How are you working on your art style on a daily basis, Josh?
Well, as far as daily, I pretty much do live streams for 3-4 hours on Whatnot every day for the most part. I'm fully freelance now, so that's my primary way to do commission work and stuff for people. So I'm building up an audience there where people give me, honestly, sometimes funny requests to do. I do custom sketch cards because I've worked for Marvel's when they did the Upper Deck card series and stuff. So I've done some of those. Yeah, I'm going to be kind of sketch cards is where it started for me. And then sketch covers is kind of branched off from there. I really enjoy the bigger workspace. Obviously, eye strain on sketch cards can be a real thing. So it's nice to draw a little bigger sometimes.
All right.
But yeah, I just like that there's such a variety of them to choose from as well. So I could draw a lot of characters that I like.
Well, if you had one thing to say to your contestant, Stephanie, your challenger,
Competition.
Stephanie, that will boil her blood, what would that one thing be right now? Because there's no friends in Artist Battle Arena. There is all of the lovey-dovey friendship is out the window.
There's no crying in baseball. There's no
Is
crying
that-
in battle.
that-
It is
I-
1v1 art battle for the ages. What kind of smack talk would you say to your colleague right here that will get her blood boiling?
I don't smack very much talk. That cute cat behind you.
He said he's taking your cat with this wind. Did you hear that? He's taking one of your kitties.
You got good
Home
translating.
for the cat.
Echo, you're going home with Josh, he said. Now, Stephanie, I know that's gonna boil your blood. And what are you gonna tell Josh about trying to take Echo tonight? That is just not happening, right?
Please don't.
Sure enough, I don't know.
Well, listen, we got some people in the chat. Good to see everybody tonight, man. We got some usual cast members and we got some new people out there. We'll be highlighting you guys all throughout the night, but I'm about to put up a quick poll for you to vote. Now, can you guys both hold up the covers that you have tonight?
I have them in the same sleeve, my bad.
All right. So
Oh,
what we
Jesus.
see here, we have a blank King Spawn and we have Age of Apocalypse. So X-Men, Spawn, Apocalypse, villains, all kinds of things that goes through your minds. But guess what, chat?
Oh, look at
You
that.
guys are making the decision as to what cover we will be using tonight, ladies and gents. So we will take the next minute to have you vote. Now,
Wait, Sans, did you vote? Sans, did you vote?
I didn't vote.
I did vote. I voted.
Okay. Well, you got an opinion, Stephanie. If you had an
You can
opinion,
vote. You can vote.
which way would you vote? Josh, which way would you vote? Where do you think your strengths lie?
I mean, I draw X-Men and Spawn, so either one.
He said, you know what? I'm gonna eat it either way. Let's go. He's eating this challenge. Let's go. Let's see. We're coming up on the last 20 seconds. 20 seconds to get your votes in. 20 seconds. The poll is overwhelming right now. Overwhelming.
For what?
Age of Apocalypse.
Okay.
Right now, it's coming.
All right,
down,
all right.
It's coming down to the last 10 seconds. 10 seconds. All right, here we go. Here we go. It is official. That is the timer. We are going with Age of Apocalypse.
You guys
You
have no
now
idea
have-
what you just did. You have
Yes.
no idea what you just did with that cover.
You now have your assignment. That is going to be the cover we are using. But we got to tell you how this is going to work. So before we begin, we need to let's take a moment. Let's take a moment and bring out a very, very special guest. Let's go ahead and bring out an amazing artist.
You ain't ready.
Welcome to Blank Cover Battle Arena, Mr. Joseph Smelky.
How's it going, guys?
On? What is going on? You've scared him off. He's run
No,
off.
that opening was pretty intense.
Chad let me know his bowels.
I was way too.
And
Couldn't even watch it come in. I had to like leave the room. I was like, "It's Joseph. He's here."
I love it.
Welcome, Mr. Schmelke. We appreciate you so much for being on the show. You've done some amazing work, and we're gonna take this hour to interview you while we watch these two go battle head to head. Is there anything? So let's go ahead and reveal the theme right now. Let me bring in my executive producer to reveal the theme. Matt, are you back there?
Oh, Matt. Hello.
Come
Matt.
on here, Matt.
Yes.
He said no. Look, Matt had a wonderful idea. It is the holiday season, ladies and gents. So
Christmas trees? Wait, Christmas trees.
Christmas
And
trees,
Christmas.
elves.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Yes.
am like
Holiday-
a month away from starting to decorate for Halloween. I'm just saying.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
Joseph.
talking about. But in 3 days,
we
ladies
got our
and
black
gents,
tree. We got our black tree waiting already, dude.
in 3 days, we are here. It is time for the cookouts, the festivals. It is 4th of July here in the U.S., ladies and gents. So what that is going to mean is we want your cover. We want to cover tonight a cover with a bang. You interpret that any way you want. Your favorite character with the bang, an explosive characteristic showcasing their independence, whether they're a villain or a hero. A cover with the bang, 4th of July theme, however you want to do it. And guess
love
what, Mr. Smelky? You have the great pleasure of adding a special twist to their cover whenever you're ready.
Whenever it could be.
You
Oh,
can,
wow.
Now,
you can chime in
through,
at
it'd be
the
5
start.
minutes.
Yes, tell him, chat. Tell him when he can do it, chat.
You can
Let
do
him
it
know.
right now.
Let's break this down for a second. So, how many people are we intending to reach here with this? This is beyond these two artists that
Yes.
I'm between. Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow.
The magnitude is
Tell me
coming
about
in
something
now,
like
right?
this.
This is going to reach the masses. This is live.
This will go viral very
No
soon.
pressure. No pressure.
No, pressure.
pressure.
Everybody take
I,
your Xanax.
I would
It's
say
fine.
I would say what it is to be truly American.
Ooh. That is the twist. What it is to be
Wow.
truly American. So you have your cover with a bang, and the twist is throw something in there to make it
That is
truly
one
American,
hell
ladies
of
and
a
gents.
twist.
Here we go.
That's up
Yeah.
for so much
Embrace
interpretation.
embrace this.
Embrace the independence, embrace the America. Let's
Yeah.
go. All right. We're about to start the clock. Can contestants, can you turn your cameras towards the cover?
Oh man, Joseph, you gave them probably one of the hardest curveballs to date.
You know, it's one of these things like we're not welcome really in France or Germany or Australia. We're American, right? You can't just move there and expect to live there. So I think it's important for us all to remember this is our country. We need to embrace it and do what we want with it, right? If you don't like how things are going here, change it.
Change it.
Exactly.
Change it.
Be American.
A man
Fight
about the cause.
For what you want. And
Why?
I'm not necessarily happy with how everything's going, and I'm not going to get political here, but I'm American, and I'm not leaving. So
There we go.
let's all
So
be
we have-
American if we're from America.
We have our theme. We have our twists. And he gave it to you early, ladies and gents. So get your inspiration. We're going to put
Captain
you on-
America, I want to see that. I want to see anything
Ooh.
else that you can think of that would be patriotic, pro-American. Like, let's really play up 4th of July, man. Yeah. Like, let's not be shameful about who we are. We're
I
American.
totally 100% agree with that.
All right, here we go, ladies
what?
and gents.
I would like
We
to
are
see,
going to get the clock going.
you know what?
My
Iron
man.
Patriot is up there for me. Isaiah Bradley's up there and for me. You know, I can't wait to see
Yes,
what
yes,
these people come up
yes.
with. You know?
I love
yes, yes. You got Cap, you got Winter Soldier, Falcon, all of these good guys.
Isaiah
There's
would be
so much to
amazing. I
work
want to
with.
see some Isaiahs. 100%. The first captain.
No.
First captain, man. You know, seriously.
All right, so Joseph, while they're getting started and they're seeking their inspiration. Did you have a question, Stephanie?
Yes, am I allowed to start now or?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So,
Sorry.
Okay.
what Matt, has the clock begun?
Pardon? Has the clock begun?
The clock has begun.
Let's
Okay.
go.
The clock is going.
The clock
Nice.
is going. So get your sketches and your inspiration going. And while they're drawing away, we have the great Joseph Smelky here. Chat, feel free to ask some questions as well, but we're going to get it started. I'm going to turn it over to my co-host. This guy was busting at the seams backstage. Like, I have so much I want to ask Joseph. And I was like, I just had a chance to meet him, shake his hand at Awesome Con. You go first. Go ahead, Chad. What's your question?
All right,
Or-
Joseph, man, your work with utilizing a single color in different shades astounds the hell out of me. All right. I've watched your work. You know, you take a purple and you take various versions of that purple and you make a freaking awesome cover. I'm fanboying over this right now. I'm super stoked. But tell me about Acrylic Midnight.
So Acrylic Midnight was a horror film that, okay, let me backtrack for a minute. I wanted to be a comic book creator. Then I wanted to be a painter. Then I wanted to be a filmmaker. And Acrylic Midnight was the film that I was able to make. They actually removed me, the producers removed me from any kind of interaction with the actual filmmaking. So I wrote it. I have credits as the writer and the director, but other than directing the actors, I never got to see what was being shot. So I didn't know if it was being shot appropriately. It was an eye-opening experience for me. I worked with producers, actors, and the such, and I decided I hated both of them. So I decided to go back to comic book creating, where I had full and complete creative control. So when you look at Acrylic Midnight, realize you're only seeing like a portion of what I ever did. I mean, that was supposed to be a zombie film that turned into like serial killers saving people from zombies, and it's just a mess.
Well, hey, you know what? I like to dig into the past of our guests, you know, especially our, you know, esteemed, talented individuals. I'm not gonna lie, dude. 7 Years in Darkness and Cherry Blackbird are some of my favorite comics.
Thank you. And, I appreciate it.
Murder Hobo is a cover by for me, and I enjoyed that one too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, and we have a Kickstarter. Me and Ryan G. Brown, Kickstarter coming up middle of next month. There will be retailer packages. There's going to be really cool exclusives included. So, and this will. There is no publisher attached to this. It's my book. I'm the creator of it, and I have yanked all of my currently owned stuff, with the exception of CEX with 7 Years in Darkness.
Yes.
No other publisher has control of my works. So I'm able to create whatever the hell I want with Murder Hobo, We Don't Kill Spiders, and so on.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't like publishers. So I'm kind of doing everything on my own now.
2 quick questions for you. One, where can people kind of go to get your work if they're not getting it from the publishers? How can they get Joseph Smelke work website? Or
it's a work in progress right now. I'm working. I've just reached out to Lunar Distribution to make sure that whatever I have a particular symbol. If you see that symbol on my books, that means it's one of my books. But yeah, again, beyond CEX, nothing else is going to the larger market at the moment, and I'm a fortunate person in this realm, because I actually am able to survive just selling stuff on my own.
That's
so
awesome.
I know that's weird.
no, it's not weird. We see it done. We see it done in a lot of different industries, like music. A lot of people go independent, and you know, they say, "Hey, look, you're making $1 off every 100 albums you sell. I make 15 off every 100." Is the financial a little bit better? Given like, hey, I'm going to front the money and push my own publications out there. I know it's risk and reward, but does that work the same way for you as well as like in other industries?
So the deal I have with CEX is really good. I will say that. I start making money off of the sale of the first book. But I'm also a guy that doesn't want to put all their apples into one basket, right? So the natural progression is that I would just start doing this on my own. And I have so many properties. I really do. I have Electric Black.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yes.
Murder
I forgot to mention
Hobo.
Electric Black. I'm so sorry. I was like the
No,
biggest
it's fine.
one.
It's fine.
Glow in the dark
But
covers.
I
all-
literally have like 9 properties that I'm working on, and I'm either the writer, or I'm the creator, or I'm the artist, or I'm both on those properties. So it comes down to like, do I really even need a publisher, or do I just need to be the publisher? And
Right.
I think it comes down to, I ran Black Caravan with Rich Woodall.
Yep.
For 3 years, and we know exactly what we're doing. We know how the market works. I think we're just gonna, or at least I'm going to, launch my own company at some point in the very near future, and it will be with all the other properties that are still ongoing. Electric Black is continuing. We Don't Kill Spiders is continuing.
That's great.
7 Years in Darkness is going to stay with CEX. So that is the one publisher I'm working with. Andy Schmidt is fantastic. He's worked for Marvel, DC, IDW. If you name a company, he's probably worked for them as an editor, writer, etc. And he's an incredibly great writer as well, like a creator on his own. So I don't mind partnering with people, but at some point, it's like, why don't I just
you got to
control
run
all
the
of
show.
this?
You got to run
Yeah.
the show at this point in time. Now, as
So-
far as the artists, we all get a great glimpse into what you do, the haunting art style. But tell us about Joseph Smelky, the everyday guy. What is something that you absolutely love to do outside of the comic writing, artwork? What is something that we wouldn't know about you that you absolutely love to do at this point in time in your life and your career?
Spend a lot of time with my kids. My daughter Ruby and my daughter Hazel, they both take on different aspects of the things that I do now, both writing and illustration and creation and being outgoing and so a lot of my time is really taken up with my family. My wife is also just like the hugest supporter of the work that I do. If you ever come to a show, she's there if I'm not, to fill that void. And it's been like a growing curve for her too. She's totally into the work that I do. She always believed in the work that I'm creating, but to see her like actually move product and stuff like that.
She
I don't
was
know, it's
working
just-
at Awesome Con, good sir. I went over to
Yeah,
that
man.
table and I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Here's the latest right here, latest and greatest." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta." And then she was like, "Joe is over there. Go get your signatures." I was very impressed with the missus. Let me just give her
Yeah,
kudos.
my wife is definitely one of my biggest fans, and she's also one of my biggest critics. If it doesn't pass the smell test with her, it doesn't make it to print. And then, but as far as like things that
Yeah.
people would know, I don't know. I'm pretty lame. I'm like vanilla ice cream. half the
We
time,
doubt
you know?
that when you have 7 different properties, some of them ready to go to film production. I was told that they're, and we're going to bring this up. We got to come back to the
Look at some of
animation
this artwork.
or film coming.
Oh
with,
my God! Wait, what's this
but
guy
here's
drawing?
here's one of the
artwork.
artists.
Fans,
Gosh.
stop talking. We got to see this art, brother.
What you got going on here?
What?
That looks pretty dope.
I
Tell us a little bit about
three
what you got.
Captain Americas all running with the American flag. Isaiah in the
Wow.
front.
Oh my God, he's gone full America. Okay.
He's gonna have some explosions and bullets flying off of shields.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
never go full America. Let's go.
You never go full America, don't you know?
You always go full America. Mel
I love
Gibson,
it.
Toy Soldiers went full America.
There you go. So, Joe, taking a look at what Josh is doing right now, what are you seeing in his artwork? What are you seeing coming through to you right now?
There's a lot of energy going through all of this. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's still a pretty small object for me to try and check out, but it looks like he has the human figure down pretty well. And I think that's spot on. 90% of what we do as a craft, as comic book creators, is completion, right?
Mhm.
If you can't meet deadlines, then you're just failing. We all have deadlines that we need to meet. It looks like this guy is crushing it, and also he has the basics of anatomy, which isn't super important. And it looks like he's putting some dynamics into his lines, and yeah, that all looks good to me.
Sweet.
Fantastic. Well, Josh, you keep up the good work. We'll check back in with you in a few, but we see the bones of it. We see it, Chad. You see the bones there, huh?
He's slinging the ink already, dude. I can't wait to see it in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know about him, but for me, it's like my roughs are just like donuts. This is where things are, and then it's just straight inks. That's the weird thing, right? Because back in the day, it was all like fully finished pencils, and then somebody was inking over it. I don't know if that really applies today. All right, she's crushing it. What's she doing?
From one artist to another.
What you got, Steph?
Steph, what you got going on
I
here?
don't know if you can tell what's going on or not, but I'm just going with it.
So explain us a little something here. I see
It looks like a tarot
Spells
card.
of Justice.
Wait, you know
It's got a
what?
Wonder Woman here, and she's having the flag behind her, draped behind
Alright.
her.
But
And
it
then
does
over
Nice.
look
here,
like a little bit of the Justice look, with the, yeah.
and then she's got a little bit of blood that's trickling down off the flag here, and then she's
Ooh.
covered in that on the bottom. See, so that's
That's some
Okay.
patriotic shit.
because we really are all standing in the blood of everyone who ever said.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Now the symbolism is crazy here. Okay, you took the concept and went nuts. We appreciate that. Now, Joe, what are you seeing in terms of the sketch and where she may need to be and where she is right now going forward?
I mean, I have no negative things to go with either artist at this point. It looks like the general concepts are spot on. Again, these are really small images for me to go from, but yeah, I mean, they're crushing it as far as like general. Wow, yeah, is that booty? There's full booty on the American chick, which I like. I know people shy away from nudity, but let's be honest, full freedom is full freedom. And that means
Freedom,
booty.
frontal from nudity. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Well, keep crushing it, Madam Blaster. You are blasting away. We
Hey,
appreciate that.
by the way, I want to highlight Barbarian Kung Fu's question here. How does it feel to have such a hit on your hands for Electric Black, dude?
That's what I was just going to come back to, because
You
is
just
it
do it.
optioned as well and ready for film?
Beat you to it.
So yeah, we got approached by Starburns Entertainment to make it into a cartoon. So that happened, and then that's years of development. But Electric Black, I mean, I knew it was going to be a big deal. You have it's like if you take a shot and you're playing basketball and something's going to like go through the net. With Electric Black, I had the same feeling. Rich Woodall had the same feeling. And when we pitched it, I don't think they had the same feeling. We lied to them. We told them it was an anthology series, and they were kind of lackluster on picking it up.
Yeah.
But the initial president of Scout Comics, which was James Hake, he really believed in it, and he was part of the reason that it got bolstered to the place that it got to, because everybody else at Scout was telling him it was going to fail, you know.
Oh,
and then we ended up breaking all of Scout's records with Electric Black. I broke those records again with Phantom Starkiller, and again with Cherry Blackbird, and then again with We Don't Kill Spiders. So it's been a continuation of like hits. I hope I don't have a failure in the future.
Now,
But yeah, I think I've tapped into a market that is seriously lacking, which is horror. I know there are horror
yes.
yes.
genre books out there, but I do a particular thing. It's always high concept. It's something that's just outside of the realm of your normal horror book, and I think I do it well. And how I do it, I don't know. It's just I go on a morning walk, and then concepts come, and sometimes they're a hit and sometimes they're not. And the ones that I think are going to be awesome, I move on. So
Right on, dude.
Fantastic. You brought up one thing, you know, you hope that they're all hits. And this is something that whether you're an artist, whether you're a entrepreneur, which you are both, whether you're, you know, just going out into the business world, you're going to have some failure as well. And how can you talk to us in art and about some of the failures that have helped to shape you and to help guide you going forward in your kind of business mindset of the art world now?
yeah, so Murder Hobo has always been a failure for me. But I continue to take that product and move it forward because I see the potential in it. That's one way to do it. That's
By
not
the way,
always the
I
way
hate
you
to be the
should
most
be doing
idiot guy in the
it.
room. I really just don't want to disrupt you guys, but guess what? Time is very important, guys. So here we are. We got 41 minutes and 20 seconds left to the competition. Sorry to cut you off, Joseph, but it's very important for our competitors to know where they are. You guys got 41 minutes left.
Cool.
All right. You gave me enough time to go get another drink.
There you go.
Um,
I'm all hooked up on Red Bull myself, good sir, because I like to run through the walls while we're doing these shows.
Well, you know what?
So-
If you guys want to re-up on your drinks, we can show some previous artwork from our competitors, which is actually important. Let's
do it.
let's do it. That's some good stuff.
Good stuff.
That is
Good
beautiful
stuff.
work.
All right, let's hear some Josh. All rad, dude. Both
Wow.
talented in different ways, but all rad.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
guys are kicking ass.
I
100%.
am really excited. This is our and I want to touch on Murder Hobo because you said it was a failure, but it's something that you continue to go back to because that was something you believed in. talk to let's continue that when you talked about, being an entrepreneur and dealing with the failure, but also seeing success and how that keeps you going.
I mean, it's easy enough when you can see a project makes you money and it doesn't make you money. The one I make no money on is Murder Hobo. I make no money on that, but I'm only the writer on that project, right? So the heavy lifting is really being done by the artist, and I have a particular vision for this, where I want it to look animated, like a cartoon, and not something that I would do, because my technique and my look does not fit this book. And actually, I did draw a bit of Murder Hobo all in at the Dragon Shaft, and it looks like dog shit. It's not good because it doesn't fit the genre that I've created for that book. I did that strictly because the co-creator that I was working with at the time, he just couldn't deliver the pages, so I had to draw it. But
oh damn, we've
yeah,
chosen
yeah.
an American theme on Canada Day. Shit.
Hey, all our Canucks, what's going on out there across the borders? Thank you for sending us the Smoke Dracula, man.
I should have drawn Wolverine.
That is badass, man. But yeah, we love all our Canadian brethrens and everybody across.
Wait, is there a Canada Day?
Yeah, it's Canada Day today.
Oh my God.
We left it out an opportunity to kind of throw a curveball with Canada patriotism.
I was just up in
Just a smack in the face now.
Wait, are you in Canada now?
No, I'm not.
She's in Canada?
No, she's not.
Oh.
He's
I was
in
gonna slip
Colorado.
Wolverine.
I'm gonna shut up.
Here.
I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to mess with the Canadians. They're my neighbor to the north. I don't want to piss them off or anything.
Our badass Wolverines and everybody in the Weapon X programs up there. But what's going on, everybody out there in the chat land? Thank you guys for being here. We're joined with the fantastic Mr. Joseph Smelke. We talked a little bit about what drives him, motivates him, his family, his daughters, his wife, his art. And now we're going to talk to my man Joseph Smelke a little bit about what's your guilty pleasure, in a sense of what's one thing that you gotta have.
Spicy. What's your
guilty pleasure, man? You know me, I like to play a little poker, fantasy football, all of these things I just cannot do without in my life.
I went in the completely wrong direction with that. I was like, guilty pleasure. I'm like, let me finish.
Oh well, this guy, we can't go.
He's going to an awful place with this.
He's like, I bring out the guilt.
yes. He's like,
Sam,
so I got this positive
how'd you
gift.
know about
It's
the
like,
How'd you know
it's the
about
whole
him?
thing.
Okay?
I mean, I bring him out. He's on a chain.
Let's bring him out. Hold on one second.
So I'm a 9 to 5 kind of guy, honestly, which is weird because I'm an artist, right, and a writer. But I do turn things off at a certain time every day. I try to take my weekends off. I'm not always successful. I usually work 7 days a week. But the things that guilty pleasures, I just took my daughter to see Evil Dead Rise.
Ooh,
when that was at the theater, and she's 12, so I'm not going to get Parent of the Year for that one.
You know what though? If they're showing an interest, as long as their parents are with them for a movie like that.
If none of you are aware, and you go on Webtoons and you type in the last name Schmalke or just the name Schmalke, that's my daughter. It's not me. That's her comic book. She makes her own comic book online, and she's following in my footsteps. So, her shit's really
awesome.
dark. So, get ready for like a goth teen comic book.
All right, real quick, before Sands jumps in and over talks me as usual, do any of the artists have any questions for the man himself, Joseph?
I was gonna put Stephanie on the spot to see. One, I wanted to.
Why distract them? They're in the middle of crushing.
Right,
these
they're
things
there.
right
Drop
now.
her, drop us in
This is,
the
you ever see like a kitchen battle where the guy is like, he knows they're in the middle of cooking like this delicate fish, and he's over there. So what are you doing? Are you gonna like flambe that? And the guy is like, dude,
The
get out
Great
of my
British
face.
Bake Off is probably one of the. You know what? That's a guilty pleasure. We're covering the guilty pleasure. I watched that, and I love the camaraderie of all the bakers. There's no vileness towards the other bakers.
Oh.
And right here, these two creators, these two artists are making something beautiful. And it doesn't matter what they're doing. They need to encourage one another. And I'm going to encourage them as well.
You go, girl.
Like, whatever they're doing,
No.
ink that shit.
Please.
That's
Make it
right.
I have a
beautiful.
question for our celebrity guest while you're here. Is there anything you had burning to ask of Joseph?
Joseph, if you could meet one artist, living or dead, who would it be?
Bernie Wrightson.
Wrightson. Some amazing work.
And I did have an opportunity, and this is the sad part. His table was always swarmed by some fucking douchebag who wouldn't leave. And I wanted that moment where it was just me and him. And I couldn't find it because there was always some fucking leech just stuck on him the times that I went over to talk to him. So I never got to meet him. But I did see him face to face. I spoke briefly with him, but I never got the time I wanted with him.
Oh my God, the cover is coming to fruition now. I could see the blood dripping. I could see kind of the scales tipping. I see the flag and the.
Right. I hate to
We
be the bearer of
are-
bad news. I don't like it, but apparently Sands only wants me here for the bad news. 2 minutes. We'll be halfway in. Oh, there it is. Oh,
There we go.
1 minute 30 seconds. We'll be halfway done.
Wait, it says a 30-minute. What is this? We got another half hour? No?
We got another
Yeah,
half
half an
hour. 1 hour. It's a blank cover battle. 1 hour to get through it.
Okay.
half hour, half
okay.
hour.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were telling me they only had like a minute left, and I was like,
No,
not even-
definitely a half an hour left.
so
Don't
what do
scare
you-
the crap out of them.
I'm going to be honest with you. These guys are putting in a shit ton of detail. And like, that's like Barry Windsor Smith level amount of detail on this particular one from Josh. I don't know if everything needs that level of detail. Sometimes it's like, it's good enough when it gets to a certain point. And maybe not with a cover, but interiors, hell yeah.
And I know what you're saying. And this is some good feedback for our artists here right now, because if you look back at season 1, Chad, we saw this happen a couple times to some of our great contestants.
Right.
They got caught into the details, and
And
looking at the time when we threw all the themes at them, there was completion issues. And what did Joseph say at the beginning? Completion is a big part of what you need to do in hitting those deadlines. So when it comes to details, when it comes to everything, you want to get that kind of complete picture down before you kind of wrap up. And Chad, what did we
By
see?
the way, Josh is absolutely crushing it right now with his inks. So, I mean, let him just flow at this point. But, yeah, no, honestly, if I was Josh, I'd just be done at this point. I'd be like, that's good
the
enough.
thing was,
That looks pretty good.
with a lot of the other contestants, it was, I need to throw some color down before, it's too late. And it was to their detriment because of the lack of, detail that was behind it. They're going for more of the I need to have all of this done rather than I need to have a really good product.
Right.
Part of it's like a whole thing. When you're doing interiors, you have to be a great interior artist. But when you're doing a cover, you have to be a great graphic designer. It's a multi thing. And, great graphic design doesn't flow easily for everybody. So I'm a graphic designer, I'm a writer, and I'm an artist all at the same time. Plus, I know the rules because there's a whole rule set to comic book art. And not a lot of people can make the transition to all these things. I have interns every year that I take on from Maine College of Art and Design. Mm-hmm. Last year was the only year I didn't take one. But it's tough. It's tough getting into this industry. And I will say this, most creators, most artists are not assholes. We're usually outgoing people that want to influence other people into the medium. We're willing to share secrets, tips, how to print your books, stuff like that. All it really takes is for you to approach us. If somebody wants to hold information back from you, they're kind of an asshole.
Joseph, so far, all of our guest judges have been not holding back, not being gatekeepers of information. They have willingly given all the information that they ever have about how to come up in the industry. And I want to say thank you to you for doing the same damn thing, because you were there at some point trying to break out. Everybody that we've had on so far as guest judges were definitely like upfront with our contestants. And that's what we need. We need more of that to cultivate, the greater audience, artist audience.
There is no proprietary printer. There is no proprietary color palette. There is no proprietary pose. Just share your knowledge, share how you make the craft, share your tools so that everybody can make beautiful stuff to keep this industry going, because I can't do it on my own.
You can't.
Nobody can.
You can't.
Can we get a reel of what he just said so we can spread that?
Yes,
everybody?
spread love.
Because that is the love. That is the heart. That is the art right there. Alliteration.
It's true. It's true. It's true. If you're not that kind of person, get the fuck out of my industry.
There you go. Round of applause, my good man. Let me ask you this, Joseph. I have another show called Wine, Cheese, and Comics, Please. And obviously we have glasses of wine, hard liquor, everything while we talk about what's going on.
Nice.
State of comics and pop
They haven't
culture.
invited me to that one for a reason.
When he gets on the alcohol, he just takes off his clothes. We can't bring him back on. But one of the latest topics that we touched on was AI, Joe, and wanted to get
AI is not your friend. AI
right.
is not your
we
friend.
want to talk about that because we touched on it, and it is starting to be more prevalent in covers. You see it on Secret Invasion, all of these things. AI is now kind of at the forefront, and a lot of people are talking about it. Hey,
That's my kid.
is this our artist?
That's one of them.
That's her big beard
She
to
just
moonwalk.
backed off. That's my actor daughter.
Okay, well,
Right
she was in character. She did really good.
No, she just she can't hear you because
Oh, you got it
Yeah.
up there.
so she's like, "What the hell is this?"
Tell her it's the raddest thing on YouTube to date.
The most
Yeah,
electrifying.
it's I'm on a podcast.
Hey there, what's going on, Miss Actress?
This is Hazel.
She can't hear us, so why am I even talking to her? Hi, Hazel.
Hello,
what's
Hazel. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome. She said,
See you
"These
later."
people are talking to me." No way.
What did you say to her? That's horrible.
We said hello, Hazel.
And that was
She must
enough.
not have liked
You just-
that. No, the other one is upstairs, and she's the one that does the comic books.
All right, check it out. We are on our last 24 minutes. I think we need to go to the audience and see who is going to be taking this home. Do you think? Hear it.
Let's see the pictures. Let's see
going
close-ups.
Going back up there. I want to hear from the audience out there. What are your opinions? What do you got? What are your thoughts?
Oh, damn.
Go down.
Jesus, come on. I can't even.
We got added Canada
Don't
Day.
give
Starting
up.
to see
Steph.
I
some-
see
Don't
some
give up.
Wolverine.
You
I
got
see
this.
some Captain America.
Wait, did I see a little Canada back there?
Yeah, we got Canada Day.
Oh my God! You threw that in when you were.
That's not
Some bonus
patriotic. All
points
right.
there.
Hey, he helps out America in the
Hey,
comics.
guess what? He gets deducted points for the Canada.
Hey,
Sorry.
whoa.
All right. What's the other? I want to see the other drawing.
Let's see it.
What's the other horrible drawings
Oh,
Hey.
no.
Oh,
yes.
No.
All right.
This is awesome.
You're
is
selling
badass.
yourself when you say it's horrible.
over here?
Don't do that. Wait. Can you close in on that? No? Because I have a feeling
I
this
can.
looks pretty dope.
Can you, Steph? Can you bring the book a little closer to the screen for us, just
Yeah,
for a
I
second?
can. Let's see if I can.
I think that looks dope. I think that has.
Yeah,
some-
I do too.
Some Wonder
I think it looks
Woman
pretty cool. I think
goodness
it's
right
going to
here.
come down to, at this point, we're going to have to see the final product. I
Yes.
don't think the progress is going to really spell anything.
No,
Yes,
these,
I am
these
so looking
artists
forward
are
to these.
working their ass off more so than I've seen before.
Now,
I
Joe,
think-
we talked about a bang and individualism. What we see with Stephanie's is very kind of concise image, but there's some space there. What we
Yeah.
see with Josh's is kind of let me use up all the space. What are your thoughts and feedback in terms of, is it catching the eye? Is it going is the more concise or kind of using all the space more of your style?
Again, it's a graphic design job, right? When you're doing covers, it's a graphic design job. Sketch covers is a different thing, all right? They're working on a sketch cover, but they're making a fantastic sketch cover. It's totally different than actually designing a cover. I'm going to just point that out to you. But when I'm looking at a regular cover, you go back to your basics, right? And you look at Neil Adams, right? He was the first graphic designer / artist. So he's basically the guy that like got you to buy a book just based on the artwork inside, not necessarily the content inside. And I think that's how all books are now based. Yeah, Batman's always going to sell. Spider-Man's always going to sell. But when you're an independent creator, you have one chance to make a first impression, right?
Yep.
So with 7 Years in Darkness, my current book,
Yes.
I did a whole array of books that's a solitary figure centered
It is.
in the middle of the page.
Yep.
They're silhouetted almost.
Yep.
And then there's a solid color behind it. And it just pops.
It does.
And that's graphic design at its finest, right? Like I've made a symbol basically with every single one of these covers. And the intention is that for the next 7 years, all my cover A's look like that.
And you know
So
what?
I have to do that for another 36 issues
And
or something like that.
That is one thing I noticed about your artwork, and it was fluid. It was definitely fluid with how the silhouette cover, for 7 years. It was definitely there the whole time, and I was like, these are beautiful and crisp, and just
Can
see
you
the
just
silhouette and
tell
you go,
me
"Huh."
how friggin' amazing this artwork is. This
Oh,
was
that is from the artist who does Department of Truth.
Yeah.
yeah.
That
And
is
this is
his
on
variant.
this is on your book, man. I was blown away. This book, 7 Years of Darkness, absolutely amazing, Joseph. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've had every major artist I can think of do a cover for this book at this point, with the exception of the 90s artist who I totally love.
That one right
yeah,
there.
that is World Tree #3. That is my variant.
That is
Yes,
awesome.
it is. How do we get this book, Joseph?
The only way to secure a copy originally was to join my Patreon.
Damn it.
But I only allow 100 patrons. But through Image, you have to buy 500 copies. And I don't burn books. I don't destroy books. I have to figure out a way to make this work. So I teamed up with ECGCE, 616, Groundbreaking Comics, and Jonathan Comics. And that's where you can buy the rest of these.
Now, please note, Joe, you can always team up with the cookie shop here. We
Thank
do
you.
sell comics as well. But this was phenomenal. I work a lot with ECGCE, and they presented this today. And I just was like, wow, because you don't get to see, you see a lot of the image of the character from World Tree just standing there, but this is in dynamic poses with color.
I basically looked at a bunch of ballerinas, and I was like, how would it look with them cutting somebody apart? And what would that look like in sort of like a beautiful... I was listening to Vorspiel, which is this particular piece. It's an orchestral... Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with it. But anyways, I listened to a lot of ambiance music, and it was like a crescendo that built, and I was like, what would that look like with somebody murdering somebody else? And that's what I based it on.
You had your Black Swan moment, came to life.
Right
what
now,
an amazing
I'm buying the set.
cover.
I'm buying it right now. I'm
Excellent.
buying your version right now.
That is so badass, Joseph. I gotta say.
Oh shit!
And,
It's sold out. Never mind. I can't even buy it.
no. Go. Well.
Oh man.
I have one
set,
one complete set that's full left, and it's going to be up for auction next week after 4th of July.
Okay.
And where can we find that auction?
Join the Schmalky Army. It's
right.
a private group on Facebook, but unlike my Patreon where you have to pay for it, it's free. And I always pass on benefits to people there.
Fantastic. So
I'm
you
already
can
on that right now.
not only can you join the Schmelky Army, but you can also sign up for your Patreon and get a hold of some of this amazing exclusives, and that ladies and gents is what we're talking about. So as a cover lover and a collector of exclusives, like I love it if something has 100 or 200 print count. Those types of things tell me that I have something that only 99 other people in the world can have, and that's what really drives me to some of these collectibles. And the indie market has that. You're not forced to make 3,000 covers or 10,000 covers.
Nope.
You can go 500. You can do what you need to do, and that's unique, and I love that. So when you have work like that you're putting out, and it's just like that unique, so many people want it, it makes the collectability so much fun.
All right.
And with the Patreon in particular, it's one of these things you can join at a digital tier, and it allows you to buy the Patreon exclusives. But the thing is that like I have a very unique contract. That's the only reason I signed with CEX Comics, is that I'm able to make my own version for my Patreon of 7 Years in Darkness. So you can literally read the book and see the book months before it ever gets published to the direct market.
That is so awesome. We are at the 14-minute mark, ladies and gents. An hour goes by so freaking fast, doesn't it, Chad?
Oh,
You know what? Let's see where they're at. Let's see what's going on with our wonderful fucking contestants. By the way, I just submitted all my questions to the army here, so hopefully I'll be a part of the Schmalky army.
whoa! Holy smokes! The colors on this are amazing.
Thank you.
What do you see in here? What do you?
Whoa!
The red, white, and blue are
reached?
just like
Yes. Has he reached your opinion of completion on what the challenge was?
I mean, if I could see it up close, that'd be cool. Holy shit! That's an Isaiah.
Wow.
That's also that's a Steve Rogers. I mean, wow.
I'm still cleaning.
Oh, and you got Canada down there.
You
All
got
right,
Canada
so
in there,
are you from Canada?
Who, me? No. I just heard people talking about Canada today, and I was like, wow, well, I can't let them feel left out. And, it's,
You know what? They're poisoning our atmosphere with their wood smoke right now. So
Don't
just
think
think
about
about
that.
Hey! California did the same thing a couple years ago.
As if California poisoned us.
We all were inhaling that smoke over here. Okay, so
You know what? I do think though that their forest fire with the kind of gave us an apocalyptic story to talk about over the next couple of years. We'll see some stories.
I think this
come
is
out of
a
that.
fantastic cover, man. I think you completely have nailed patriotism.
Let's throw all the patriotic guys in one cover.
Holy shit!
I'll try my best.
you know what? I like the rays on this one.
Here we are.
This pops.
Oh snap! This is so colorful.
Now, Steph, can you hold this up to the camera just a little bit?
Oh
for
my
me?
god!
Do I have to? Like maybe you should have come to me first, I think.
We are
Holy shit.
loving it. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look at
Can you bring that up a little
bring
bit?
it.
or
Can you
zoom in?
hold it up to? No, we actually need you to pick up the book and bring it to the camera.
Bring it to the camera. I want to see more. Yes. All right.
Wow, that is
Whoa! Look at the fucking colors on that.
Yes, I am getting so much
Holy
beauty and
shit!
essence. But
You're
then the
a
blood,
master of the Copic. I'm just gonna put that out there for
That-
wow.
those rays
Wow.
really do a lot.
you. Is that Wonder Woman?
That's Wonder Woman.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
This is the
Wonder
thing,
Woman.
I'm looking at this on a cell phone, so it's hard for me to see the detail or anything, but the colors are super attractive. The message is there. It's America. I get it.
Oh my
No, this
God.
is awesome. This is. I don't know what we're supposed to vote on at this point. I mean, we've got two awesome.
No voting just yet. Oh, let's see. How much time do we got left?
We got 10 minutes, ladies and gents. 10 minutes, boys and
All right,
girls.
all right. Don't destroy your covers. There's a phrase, and I'm gonna say it. It's good enough for government work. All right. It means a lot. Sometimes it's okay to stop. Don't fiddle with shit to break it.
There you go. So you've
You know what,
heard
Joseph? I
the
think
master, ladies and gents. Put your final touches on it. We have 10 minutes left on the timer. Now, Joseph, with regards to the future for you, I know you got the family coming up in the industry. Where do you see yourself going with some of the projects that you have in place now? Are you looking to get major movies and other things going, or more and more of your product out there to the mass public?
So a lot of my stuff is currently under contract for IP development. I don't know if you know what that is, but I'll explain it really quick. It means that a studio is interested they're marketing your project around, and they're trying to attach it to a writer and an actor. But unfortunately, we're in a place right now, and as many of you know, there's a writer's strike, and there is about to be an actor strike.
Yes.
If that hasn't already happened. So all that IP development stuff, I mean, it's not really worth my time to talk about it. I make comic books. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I do. That's what I've chosen as my profession. I already told you I hated working with producers and actors. So if that doesn't give you an idea of what I'm looking for, it's I don't give a shit about Hollywood. What I care about is the money that they will give me at some point. But when that's off the table, then what's the point, right? I'm making comics, right? And I make comics because that's the craft that I know. If you try to make a comic book from your shitty movie script, it still looks like your shitty movie script. It doesn't make it a better comic.
Yeah. Yep.
We make these because this is the art form we've chosen. It's meant to be in this format. I don't know how else to explain it other than not everything needs to be developed for television, movies, or cartoons.
No.
Sometimes it's just supposed to be this way.
Yep.
And that's how I make everything. So I'm kind of a purist when it comes to the format. I've chosen this as my career, and my profession is to make comics. And I will continue to produce and self-publish things. I'm not interested in working with Marvel or DC or IDW or Dark Horse. I'm not interested in working with anybody that already has preformed IP that wants me to develop it. I want to make the stories that I want to make for you.
Yes. Yes. And I think you wrap that up with a bow there, because I'm sure you've been approached by some of the bigger companies.
I have. And I do T-shirts for Marvel and stuff like that. I do pinups and stuff for them.
Smothering of your creativity.
But that is this much of the effort that I need to make a page, Page creation, it requires thought and layout. And the way that I write, I've had numerous artists come to me that have worked for other companies, and they appreciate the way that I write because I don't leave it up to guesswork. I'm not lazy. There's a Marvel way of writing, which is like, for 3 to 4 pages, you do this, and 3 to 4 pages, you do that. No, I lay it out for you panel by panel, what exactly you're supposed to be drawing, and I tell you what the dialogue is in that page so that you know exactly how to plan out your panel. If you're not doing that, you're a shitty writer and you're a lousy editor.
I love it. Tell it like it is, ladies and gents. My man Joseph Smokey, a real artist, entrepreneur.
My man.
Now, Joseph, with regards to one of my final questions, and then I'll turn it over to my man Chad. With regards to kind of the economy, we've seen like this whole boom of comics. We've seen the forefront of the indie, and now we're seeing a little bit of drawback from a lot of the money that was in, going into some of the comics. How are you dealing with the economics of things right now? How are you prioritizing?
So with indie comic sales, they haven't really dipped. Not much. We had a huge burst of variant cover sales at one point because with COVID and the collector's market, people were buying variant covers. But I think people are now drawing back into what's a good story. So projects like Something is Killing the Children and World Tree, anything that James Tinian's really attached to. I mean, you're buying it because of the writing. You're not buying it because of the art.
No.
You're buying it because of the story.
Yeah.
And that's what I deliver, right? I even though I'm the artist on these things, I'm also I'm the writer on everything. So when you buy something from me, you're also buying you're buying the whole package.
Yeah.
So no, my sales haven't really dipped. On the direct market, on the variant cover market, definitely. The variant cover market is garbage right now. And I still do variant covers, but it's only for hot titles. And I just did my first ever variant, which was that World Tree #3, which you could only get from me. All those retailers that are now selling it, they had to buy it from me.
Yes.
I hate to be the guy. I hate to be the guy that interrupts, but we have 3 minutes left, guys. Sorry, I hate that because Sans don't do that. I hate to be that guy because he won't be that guy.
I won't be the evil one. No.
I am the evil one. I'm sorry to interrupt the great conversation.
No, let's do it. Let's see the
3
ending.
fucking minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left. Let's do this.
Here
Outline
we are.
all the
We are
words
approaching
in white.
final product.
Go ahead. What was that, Justin?
That might make it look really. That might be rough.
I said outline all the words in white, and just to make it super tedious for him.
Oh, that's a great final touch there. I love that suggestion. So we are looking at a piece, and what's great is Joe, you talked about wanting to see Captain America. You talked about Isaiah Bradley.
Oh my God!
About,
I remember when they put
patriotism.
out the original series. What was it? 5 issues
Yeah.
Yes.
for Truth. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought it was magnificent. The artwork was fantastic. The story was fantastic. And then the way that they put him into Marvel continuity was fantastic.
Yes.
100%, man. 100%. Oh, look at that.
And her colors are just fantastic.
Popping.
Let's be honest. She's got like the Wonder Woman. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to
This
say.
is going to be tough, guys. I'm
it-
sorry.
It looks
call it
really
right now.
cool.
This
And
needs
this
tough
is the
judgment.
thing with covers, right? Sometimes you can go really hard and draw the best thing on earth, but a simple image fucking kills.
Makes it pop. Oh my God. I am still blown away by the symbolism.
I
The
can't even
symbolism of
Look at
this
that.
cover.
Wow.
When you think about bleeding for your country and the pool of blood, the flag, the dripping, the patriotism is all there. And just
You know what?
it's amazing. This is flowing.
1 minute left. I'm just going to tell the contestants I don't appreciate you guys for making this so damn hard. Okay, You made this so freaking hard.
I'd like to thank
so fun.
Josh for making it so damn easy for you.
Sofa King hard. You know what? There was a business I wanted to create. It was the Sofa King. You know, I want to have a business of sofas, but you guys made this Sofa King hard. And
Oh my gosh. We got to get him out of here with these jokes. So
that's how I skirt the the R rating because I want to be the Sofa King.
Jesus
we're down
Christ,
to our
I really
final
don't know
20
which one I
seconds.
like more. I'm gonna have to pick these apart.
This is
we're gonna highlight just
You
the two. We're gonna
guys,
put them on the screen.
Both of you did killer. All right, he's still going. So I can't talk until he's done.
Time is up, pencils down. Time is up, pencils down.
Let's see these things. I want like full details on these because this is too hard.
All right, let's start with Just Josh. Just Josh, walk us through what we have here.
So we have all the Captain Americas keeping the flag up, not letting it fall in a battle, and then the Canuck is like, "I'll help out," but like, what? How did I get here? I don't know.
They're taking bullets on the shield.
Holy shit! How much are you going to sell this for, Josh?
I have no idea.
So
you don't go for less than 120, my friend.
Right, we'll have both artists on our show tomorrow. We do a live auction, and they'll be able to sell this. But the winner gets $100 today, and they also get to sell their covers live on the Sunday night auction. So this is going to be fantastic.
That's really pretty.
It is.
That's really pretty, man.
Amazing,
gorgeous, great work, great line work. I really love.
Man, you've got a very first off, you have energetic lines, and you also have a very steady hand. I mean, like this is well polished. It's not house style, but it's got a flavor, and I like that.
All right, we're going over to our second cover. Stephanie, can you hold it up for us?
I can hold it up a little bit.
And tell us about our blank cover battle right here. What are we looking
at? I got Wonder Woman here, and she's holding up the American flag, and and as we know, it's covered in blood from all of the people who have fought for us.
Can we get a closer view?
Yes.
That the colors of that, man.
Dude, you killed it on the covers. The design of this in particular are fantastic.
Between the flag and the hair, I am really
hair, man.
Love the way it kind of flows. The flag is draped. It is telling me
what drew you to doing the yellow and orange for the background.
It just made sense for the background, actually.
Well, you got it. I'm just I'm trying to figure out your secrets.
Contrast. You know what?
It almost gives me like a rising sun feeling from kind of the World War. Not that it's not like red and white or different things, but kind of seeing that design gives me that.
It's a inspire.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
It allows the forefront image to really pop.
It does. She did a great job with making the image pop. The illustration itself is well proportioned, and the lines are strong.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna ask the chat to vote while we take a step away, and we're gonna be talking and going through some stuff. So I'm going to just highlight the two covers, and we're gonna remove ourselves.
I can hold it up again. Okay.
No, you can leave it. You can leave it down on the desk if you like.
Are you sure?
Yep. I don't want you to have to hold it for the next couple of minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
There you go. Am I allowed to sob during while everyone's voting?
What? Oh, stop that. You did a great job.
I'm just wondering.
That was fun. That was an interesting challenge, though. Did they mute us? I don't know if they. Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you guys loud and clear. We're just on IG chatting right now. The chat is voting. So you guys are in the pressure cooker right now, backstage, waiting for the final decision.
Hey, I mean, I finished drawing, so I'm pretty much good on pressure. I'm done. Like, the drawing is done, so I'm just sitting here. There's space now. It was fun, though. And my favorite part's Wolverine, even though I didn't plan to put him in there.
I saw that was one of your favorite characters to draw.
Yeah, I love doing Wolverine on covers and stuff.
That's awesome.
He's just so angry. It's it's a fun emotion to draw. It's very expressive. So you give him like the big sharp teeth, and you know. I think if I had more time, I probably would have added like explosions in the sky or something. But honestly, it probably would have been hard to fit.
Yeah.
And Joseph, if you can just join us on IG really quickly, we just need you to weigh in as well. Thank you so much. On the group chat.
Okay.
Fingers.
So I just want to go on record. There's been a lot of great battles for this, but the fact that you could tell how long it's taking is just the back and forth of just breaking down both of these amazing covers that you both did. So I just want to go on record and say, amazing job to you both. You have not made this easy on anyone at all.
Thank you very much.
All right. So because we're waiting for Joseph, he is having a hard time. We are having a hard time. You guys have presented something that is uniquely yours. It's freaking tough. And as he said, this is probably one of the toughest. Usually it's kind of like we know who the clear person is here. This is the first time we've ever had, we don't know. We got our vote. There it is. This is a tough decision, guys. We're going to go back to deliberate, but I just want to say that you have made it too tough on us, where usually it's a clear decision, and I'm kind of like, wow, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to do with my hands. Okay. All right, Sands. Damn.
All right, ladies and gents. The
I don't even
moment
know what to say.
of
Wow.
Truth. The moment of truth. All right. So as Chad, as Matt has come in, as you've seen, the deliberation was effing intense. We're backstage going back and forth. We talked about just patriotism. We talked about just knocking it out the park. We talked about lines. We talked about symbolism, everything. And ultimately, we have a winner, ladies and gents.
Ooh, this was.
All right. Chat. Are you ready for your next blank cover battle champion?
They ain't ready.
No!
There it is.
We have Wonder Woman is the blank cover battles champion, Madam Blaster.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Ah,
That
Did my sobbing during deliberation help?
No, your
No.
design is spot
No.
on.
listen, we have to tell you this right here. Sometimes it's clear cut. Sometimes it's the slightest things. This right here was pulling a needle out the haystack.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Josh, your work is effing phenomenal.
Dude,
man.
both
I-
are cover worthy. I would
Yes.
pick up any issue with either of your work on it. It's really a stupid contest at this point.
Yes, it is.
I had to come down to the minutia of things, and I just found that the design work on the Wonder Woman was more eye-catching.
you know what? I have no problem showing up for tomorrow's auction and buying both of these covers.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. These covers are.
I need to
Artists-
own both of these covers.
Please sign, do your final touches. We can't wait to see you guys tomorrow night. I just want to say the flip-flopping backstage in terms of we were on IG as well. The flip-flopping was tremendous. It was I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there. And this, ladies and gents, proves how much we love these artists, how much we love this community, but just so much how on point when people pay attention to what the instructions are. And you just got two amazing products. And at this point in time, we want to thank you both because Josh, phenomenal.
Dude,
And hail to the new champion, Madam Blaster. Thank you so much for your artwork tonight. Thank you, Josh, for your artwork tonight. Joseph, Chad, anything you want to say?
you know what? Real quick, before Josh takes the full stage and takes it all away from me, because he's awesome and I'm just some dude. You guys, like I said, you guys made it so tough for us. And that's what I like for this channel is to make it so tough that it gets down to the nitty-gritty, the semantic, like the minutia of details that Joseph said. That's what I hope for this channel moving forward is how hard it gets for us to be able to judge. And you guys provided that for our second season, so thank you.
Oh. Yeah, my pleasure.
Kick ass, both of you. You guys both win in my book. Again, it felt like a stupid contest at some point. I was like, how am I supposed to vote between these two? Both winners. Both. And I hope to see you guys competing against me on cover art in the future.
Oh, we love it.
And I can't wait to kick your ass.
Yes, that's the swag talk that I'm talking about. By the way, the chat weighed in. It was 58% Madam Blaster, and I put Master Blaster. So I was thinking of some.
Who owns Barter Town?
You were there. Who owns
Barter Town?
No.
Well, listen, from
Can
me.
I say something to
Yes,
Josh?
please.
Because I just gotta say, like, I was blown away watching him and his progress during his drawing. I was petrified. I was like, oh my God, I can't even look at his stuff anymore. I'm just gonna get all spun up in my head. I think he's an amazing, talented artist, and I'm really blown away by him. So you got a fan from me, Josh.
Both of you have a great understanding of figure, form, character. Both of you are capable artists. I can't wait to see you guys in the future.
I 100% agree. This, again, was one of the hardest judging we ever had to do. I want to thank both of our talented contestants. I want to thank this man here, the one, the only, Mr. Joseph Smelke.
I thought you meant me. I'm sorry.
I do want to thank my get him out of here, Matt. I do want to thank my talented co-host, Mr. Harmsway Chad. But Joe, thank you so much for being candid with us. Thank you so much for sharing both your family and what you're passionate about, and allowing these two artists to put together their vision for you as well. You've been a wonderful celebrity guest judge, and we can't wait to have you on other programs if we would be so honored to have you on those. But if there's any way, right? If there's any way we can support you, again, we want to put that out to the community. So join the Schmelke Army in Facebook, join the Patreon, support his covers, ladies and gents. That's the way we do it. Support his projects, support his covers. 7 Years in Darkness. I'm telling you guys, grab it right now.
You're not going to be disappointed. I'm telling you.
Not at all.
Story and independent comics forever.
You will not be disappointed. From all of us to all of you out there in the chat, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Let me do a little giveaway. I am going to do a little giveaway. Let's go. Hashtag killed it. Hashtag killed it. Because tonight's art killed it. Absolutely. We're going to take 2 minutes just to do a giveaway. Hashtag killed it will be.
I'm jumping in.
Yes. Everyone.
Can I jump in?
Yes, please jump in.
I'm shameless. I will totally jump in.
So,
I'm co-host of the show and I'm jumping in. Come on now.
I have a beautiful copy of this book right here. It's called Void Rivals.
Oh, that's the Transformers G.I. Joe thing.
Yes. And it is in the Kirkman realm. And it is sorry, I wasn't giving up one of my Smelke books tonight, unfortunately, because I sent them off.
That's
I sent them off to
a pretty
CGC.
big book, man.
I sent them off to CGC, or you would be getting one of Smelke's originals. But this is an exclusive done by Lynn, the artist, and it's a great read if you guys are into Transformers, G.I. Joes. So let's get a hashtag killed it, because you freaking guys in the chat, these artists, this celebrity guest artist, my co-host, you guys all killed it. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again for joining us. And we're going to share the screen and run this.
Good luck.
G.I. Joe and Transformers. You want to be part of it.
Yes.
100%.
We got 12 entries. We're going to run it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody out there.
Let's do it. Well, there goes my name. Never mind.
Oh.
Oh.
What do we got?
Oh.
Barbarian
Kung Fu.
Creep
That's
show
pretty
guy.
good. I love the names that people choose online. I really do.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Barbarian, this is coming to you. Joseph,
Nice.
if you could stick around for a minute after backstage, love to chat with you.
Yeah, man.
We will see everybody again in about a month's time for
All right.
episode 2. Get ready, and congratulations again, Madam Blaster, your first champion for season 2.
The